What's up guys, today I'm going to show you something very special and it is the new TR editor. So I've been having a lot of fun with the TR-6S. I was actually kind of mind blown by it because at first, I've had it for a couple months now, and at first I just looked at it like as a tiny TR-8S or like as a tiny drum machine. I haven't really messed with the TR-8S like that much as I have with the original TR-8. So I just thought it was like, a drum machine with sample playback capability, nothing fancy. But lately I've been messing with like loading my melodic samples into it, and I'm working on a very dope TR-6S only set, so that's super exciting. I can't wait to share that with you guys. But today I wanted to show you this new editor that they just released. So we got it all plugged up through USB. We have audio through USB running through Ableton, and I'm gonna click over here on editor, and now we can actually get a whole view of everything that's happening on the TR-6S. The TR-6S is a bit like knob per function or button per function. You do have to remember a lot of like shift combinations to access certain menus because it is so small and it doesn't have as many buttons and knobs as the TR-8S, or knobs I would say. So this is our overall look. This is the main page that it's going to load into, and then over here we have a few pages. So we can access our instruments, we can change our instrument right over here for that specific kit. We can change all of our parameters over here: attack, hold mode, hold step, hold time, our filter type, our filter cutoff, or resonance. So we really get a deeper level of editing when it comes to building our kits, and also renaming and organizing our patterns. After that, we have the effects page. Same thing, we don't have to dig through the menu to set up the pre-delay, the low cut, the high cut. Everything is right here. We can change our reverb type, our delay type, the master effect. We get our whole list over here, so again, we don't have to be scrolling through the tiny menus. And then also, we get this bottom part right here where it controls our motion, and we can actually input note data right onto this TR editor, so that's pretty cool. Our kits, this is probably one of my favorite cool things on this because now we don't have to scroll through the little menu to name our kits, and I actually have a few kits that I have to rename. So I'm on 72 and it has no name. I'm going to rename that. Let's put that vibes. And then enter, and then let's name these other two kits that I need to name. So we're gonna name this, let's name it Flower, just because we're being extra cheesy today. All right, Flower, enter, and then my next kit, let's do that one, Rains, and then I believe I have one more kit that I was working with. Let's name that one Rocks, just because we're so creative today. All right, so now all that is there, and as you can see, it automatically updates on my actual TR-6S. So that's really cool to be able to just work simultaneously on both the software and the hardware and really take advantage of both worlds, honestly. All right, so we can also go over here to pattern, and here we can get a clear view of our whole pattern. If we want to go and manually add our steps and make our sequences that way to get a more clear and better view of how we're organizing our patterns and making our patterns, I think this is super useful. And here to the left, we get access to all our variations. So being able to see like where our notes are, what we're doing. So actually, let me show you guys what I've been working on this kit because it's pretty dope. So and that was just one pattern, guys. Pretty crazy, right? I know, I'm just like wrapping my mind around how powerful this thing can actually be if you learn how to use it properly, right? So let's take another look at the editor. Over here on the top, we have get, send, and write. Get gets things from our TR-6S into the editor, and send sends the information from the editor into our TR-6S. And then we have a quick write button to quickly save things, undo and redo. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm really glad that Roland is stepping into making more like software compatible stuff with their gear, especially for like organizing your patterns and renaming your kits. Like you saw how easy that was. It can be a little tedious when you're over here scrolling on the little knob trying to name things. So I am glad to see that they've been able to put that all in the editor and give people like a more easy access to naming their kits and their patterns and organizing and getting more visual feel of what it is that you're doing. That's it, guys. Let me know what you thought about the TR-6S and my little jam that I did. I think I'm gonna try to do like a live set with just this because it's definitely powerful, and I love just being able to like have one device and really push it to its maximum, especially when performing live, because I hate having multiple things that I have to worry about plugging in. So if I can just have one box that I can just perform on, like with the 404, I think this is probably another addition to like my setup. So definitely check it out. If you're thinking of picking one up or any other gear, check out my gear list below. They are affiliate links and it does help out the channel, so thanks in advance. I really feel like I underestimated this little guy. I thought it was just another tiny little drum machine, but as you can see, it's definitely a sample mangler, and you can do a lot of cool stuff with the melodic parts if you know how to do it right. After getting more familiar with the workflow, because it is a bit of a learning curve, but not really. I feel like it's just a little intimidating because there are like a few buttons that you have to remember and a few button combinations, but it is really straightforward. I'm kind of wanting to check out the TR-8S now because I've only looked at it like as a drum machine in comparison to the TR-8, so I'm really interested in seeing like how different the workflow is. But for now, I'm pretty happy with the success. Powerful little unit, and the fact that it can be powered with 4 AA batteries, that's a no-brainer. That's it, guys. Stay fly, and I'll catch you in the next one. This video was brought to you by DistroKid, the easiest and fastest way to get your music into all the major platforms. For one low annual price, DistroKid distributes your music and singles into places like Spotify, iTunes, YouTube Music, and many other streaming platforms. This is a must-have for anyone releasing music and trying to get their name out there. If you're thinking of signing up, use the code below and save 7%.